Hey folks, I'm here to go through some of my zines again. I can't remember what video this is now. They are numbered, but I don't remember what number I'm on. But this first one, there's no way I bought this. Witness. It's AOR Rock. Look, I can merge it with my face. I can merge it with my face. Look, I look like that person now. No, I don't. But anyway, Witness, the AOR Rock magazine, 1997. Oh, it's free. It was a free one, issue 1 free. Maybe I picked it up because it was free. I certainly don't remember buying it. Well, I wouldn't have bought it anyway. But you know what? I think that, oh yeah, definitely. This is done by an acquaintance of mine. It's like I know him when I sit to see him. I say hello, whatever. But I don't. Someone say like I've never had his phone number or nothing. But I know him. He's like a mate of my mate, kind of thing. Darren. He actually lived in same place I do. Lived Leytonstone. I think he's moved away now. But so this was his magazine. Okay, that's why I've got that. Right, got another God Rhea. Yeah, full of disgusting cartoons and other silliness. Right, issue 3, the Metalenium, issue 3 of Megan Gjord. Battle onwards for metal. Satan demands it of you. Another good Rhea. Strangeness on the back there. Warning, readers of God Rhea may suffer reflex anal dilatation? Dilation, maybe. I'm not sure of dilatation. And the intense need to discharge the bowel. In the likelihood of this occurrence, seek advice from your family GP. Yeah. Contains no holy additives. That was the name of the compilation that he used to put out. Contains no holy additives. Oh, apparently my band's in that, apparently. Well, 2 of the bands that I was in, Suffering and Paradox, are both in there. Right, Pandemonium. I think I'm on that one as well. Yeah, Suffering's in that one as well. I'm not sure where that was from. We'll have a look through in a minute. Find out. It's from West Sussex. So somewhere in the UK. I don't know if I knew the people that did it. I don't think so. Right, Drunk and Disorderly. So this is issue 2. This started out more like a newsletter. Last video that I did, I was kind of confused how they were on 7 issues. And because I thought they started around the same time as mine, or maybe a bit later. So what it was, the first few issues were just like thin little newsletter things. It wasn't until later on that it turned into a full-fledged thick fanzine. So that answers that question to my own brain. Sure none of you cared. Right, Dark Age fanzine. This looks like they had trouble getting the staple through. You got one staple in the top, and that's it. You got just the one staple. Don't want to go too crazy. You know what? I wonder if any pages fell off the back of this one. It's possible a couple of pages might have fallen off the back. It doesn't look like a back cover, does it? But I think I've actually found. I think I was going through the other day and I saw some loose pages. I think I might know where it is actually. I think I might have actually put it with another one that had back pages missing. Right, this is America's smallest but heaviest record label presents news update. And I think this was Wild Rags, I think. Wild Rags Records, they brought out quite a lot of good stuff back in the day. Yeah, Wild Rags from Montebello, California. Don't ask me who was on the label, but Angel Kills on the front there. I think I've got their demo. Yeah, so maybe. Well, this one, try and ignore any images that are too disgusting. It's Vaginal Vomit. Vaginal Vomit fanzine. I think this was one of the an acquaintance of mine on the UK London scenes. A South American guy, I'm sure it was. No? I don't know. There's no address here. I had a feeling that it's something to do with an acquaintance that I know through the London scene back in the day. And the last one's here, just 2 of my fanzines. They've got blank pages, so they were put aside, so I didn't accidentally try and sell them. So, and also another one, I don't know what that was in there. It was like someone stood on it. Maybe that's why I put it in the box. I should take him out of that box, really. But anyway, so that's it. Let's have a quick flick through the pages inside. Witness, AOR Rock Magazine, Freefall, Ted Poley and Thunder. Yeah, it's my acquaintance that I know as a mate really. I think we might have been to the odd gig together. I think my main memory of him, that he was meant to go to Donington, Monsters of Rock, one year. The year that, second year that Iron Maiden headlined, Slayer on the bill. And he had a ticket and everything, and a coach ticket as well. And for some reason he pulled out. So I managed to get his spot. I think that was this guy, I could be wrong, Darren. And I went with another acquaintance who now lives in America. What was his name? Can't remember his name now. Yeah, lots of people here. Lots of stuff in Nelson, Alliance, lots of stuff I wouldn't buy ever or even listen to. Yeah, just not my cup of tea. Not metal, man, not metal. AOR rock, it's like boring. It might as well be pop music as far as I'm concerned. Warrior Soul, they had one song that was good, I seem to recall back in the day. Kip Winger, Passion Play, Pod, Clockwise, even the band names are boring. Jamie Kyle, yeah. But yeah, if you like that kind of thing, I'm sure it's fine. Right, Godria, this is more my cup of tea. Issue 10, Autumn 1999, The Vile Godria. Warning, Godria will violate your dreams with tantalising tomfoolery and sadistic sodomy. Interviews with Samael, SOD, Ericite, Witchery, Nargothrond, Desecration, Sanctum and Forefather. Just knocking a bit of crust that seems to have accrued on here somehow. Plus grim cartoonery and a plethora of dark buffoonery. See, it even rhymes. You horrible bastards reading this illiterate shite. You must be so fucking bored to even hold this senseless crap. I can't. Oh, there's an advert for one of my fanzine. It's got a wheelie on it. Let's just order your copy of KFA. Can't say it. KFA zine now, or I'll put on my red shoes and dance the blues on your fucking bollocks. And there is a picture of a woman in high heels stamping on some guy's testicles. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe I actually made loads of copies of that flyer and put it out in the post. What does it say about me this time? The enduring great for the Brain Dead Club returns with the most pro-zine yet to bear the moniker of the Kentucky Fried Afterbirth. Apart from interesting interviews with Cold, Orange Goblin, Acrimony, Evoke, Adoria, Paradox, Evolve, Desecration, Execution, Serenade and Confusion Corporation, you get a free tape featuring tracks by most of the above bands. The humour factor runs rife throughout the zine, and its obvious great is a little sick at heart. Thank you. One of the most worthy English zines around at the moment. Well, that's very kind of you to say so, sir. I think. Is that kind to be described as? Oh, it's some kind of A to Z. This episode of bands, basically. I think so. Some kind of A to Z. Let's see if my band Suffering are in there under us, of course. Or maybe it's just the first part of an A to Z. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Just like a full in-depth scene report. I know there's some more bands here. Feral, Full of Hate. I remember them guys. I interviewed them once. One of the guys joined Gorotted, who are there. Hibernoid, My Dying Bride, Mulch. I interviewed them once as well. I think one of the guys went to join Desecration eventually. Narcosis. I thought I put their demo up on my Agony Battery demo. Just went up on my new channel. It's already on this channel. But saying that, I'll say this channel, the other channel, but eventually this is all going to get put onto the new channel as well. I'm just trying to get people to go over to the new channel. Speaking of which, if you're not, Suffering. A solid English-sounding dose of death doom with an emphasis on digestible songs which have a tendency to stick in the mind. Their bittersweet The Suffering demo is listed with varied pace, brutal riffs and a well-balanced feel to the harsh and slower sections. Gray from the Brain Dead Club is very much part of this band, and his sorrows are deeply sewn into the lyrics, which makes you wonder if he ever laughs. Yeah, I could live with that. So that shows the juxtaposition, that shows the dichotomy of me. I'm funny in the fanzine and talking Suffering in the band. So you can't be sad all the time, just most of it now. It's always there, but so is the humour, you know? It's that's life, man. Two sides of a coin and all that shit. Right. Anyway, lots of good stuff in there. Lots of sick pictures. Lots of silliness. Lots of information about the bands on the scene. And reviews. Yeah, definitely one of the good old zines from the UK for sure. Right. Megan Gill, that was a decent one as well. I enjoyed this one. I'm not sure if they had any more after this third one. Waffle Toriel, there's a little bit of a chat there. These were based up North Point, yeah, West Yorkshire, Halifax, that's right. I remember I asked them a Halifax related question when they interviewed me. So look, interviews, Meads of Asphodel, which I'm pretty sure Quinn from Godria was a member. No one's ever actually actually said yes he was, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm completely off the ball and everyone knows who the members are, and I still think he's one of them. I don't know. Right, interview of Gorotted, chatting to Fluffy Awful Stench, my drummer's boyfriend and now husband. Cool. Opeth. Dysphoria. Album. And Mongoose 3. Wasn't that a tie into Serenade? Yeah, I think that was a tie into Serenade. A different, like a side project to Serenade, a Scottish doom death band who I enjoyed back in the day. Right, let's not flip every page because it's a long old. Seventh Child. There's Jair, drummer from Seventh Child. Steve Smith, who also went on to Go Rotted. I believe I'm correct with what I'm saying, but never fear. I can quite often mess things up, so feel free to take anything I say with a dose of salt, a pinch of salt even, because sometimes the old brain, these many years later, it do not remember good. It do not remember good sometime. Brain not good. Alright, come on. So I'd do that actually. I'm holding it with one hand and turning it with my other hand. Firefight. Various fanzines of the day. A few of them I've shown already. Friend of the Devil, Lycos I've shown. Grimoire, Exalted Deeds. Godria, of course. Fitted Kitchens of the Living Damned. Is that a gig report? Or no, it's not a gig report. Oh, there's a fanzine report. Last minute stuff. Not official review. I haven't actually got a copy yet. I have managed to get a sneak a quick look at John's from Brutal Insanity. And from what I saw, it was a much improved issue that has come on leaps and bounds, particularly in the layout department. That must have been after I got a laptop. It appears it has moved from being a right good laugh zine to being a zine that has a right good laugh while also being a shit hot read with a pro look to it. Yeah. There you go, good stuff. That John from Brutal Insanity went on to Go Rotted and is now in Paradox. No, not Paradox, sorry, Bloodwork. I'm not sure what other bands he's done. He's done so many bands over the years. And in the, had a long history of fucking doing too much drugs, basically. Drugs and alcohol. And he'd like do a gig and throw up like in between The Brain Dead. Is this the one where I was really pissed? I don't remember this gig. Evoke, Crawl Space, for anything else, Fireburn. No, I don't remember that. The Brain Dead Club was my club. So I know it's called the Brain Dead at the Red Eye. Did we go there for a while? I don't think we did. Am I getting all blurry as well? I just think this might all be blurry. Yeah. This is the gig where I had a fucking big argument with my girlfriend on the way down and she's being a fucking drunken pain in the ass. Although the word action is hardly a word one would associate with suffering, a band who couldn't have looked any more miserable or bored had they tried. I didn't too much mind the music, but the band's lack of vigour did little but to turn me off. That's right. I had a really fucking shit day getting there with the old Traveller's Strife, or it wasn't Traveller's Strife, the old girlfriend. And I was just in a fucking shitty mood. And the rest of the guys, to be honest, never did an awful lot of moving around on stage. But yeah, that's one of the only live reviews my band got actually. And it wasn't a good one because we was not in the right mood for it. Never mind. It was a good day out, I'm sure. Right, so we're back to Godria again. I think my interview in this one was done by my mate rather than by Quinn from Godria. I think he got my mate Michael to interview me. I'm not sure if this is coming out well or not. Oh, here's a Paradox interview. This is before they were Bloodwork. Gets a lot into the religion as well, because Paradox and Bloodwork, a Christian band. So I asked lots of questions about that. Interview of a Tampire. That's a vampire who likes tampons, in case you're wondering. Who's doing a bit? Yeah, Mike Bryzak of Holy Dexter's Paradox interviewed Grey for Godria. There you go, I can't bother to read any of that. It's quite small as well. Yep, usual thing, lots of silly cartoons, sick humour, good interviews with underground bands. Good stuff. Right, Pandemonium. I don't remember this one too well. I do remember looking at this. I can't remember who it was by. Where's it even based? It's based in West Sussex. I remember that. Let's just read it there. Look, Tansy and Mike are the editorial people. I don't think I knew them particularly well in the scene. Anyway, right, Morbid Symphony. You got you around this time. You got your Usual Suspects. You know, Usual Suspects. It's quite good, quite big font actually. This one is probably the biggest font I've ever seen in a Stamping Ground. They were hardcore. Yeah. Is that me? No, it's not. Bad Taste. Oh, that was a great film. Bad Taste is a cool film. Yeah, this is a Video Nasty little section there. Yeah, Bad Taste was a lot of fun. Medulla Nocte. I was just looking up that the other day. So I was playing on my podcast. I was playing Arbitrator, and Jammer, who was in a Medulla Noct, played for what do you call it? For Arbitrator as well. Rest in peace. He died a few years back in a car accident, apparently. But I did a couple of gigs with Medulla. Not really. It was like part of All Dayers. So I did at least one All Dayer. We were on the bill. They were on the same bill, but it wasn't like we were hanging out or nothing. How did the first live show go? Any first-time nerves? So, as an interview with my band. How are your plans to re-record your original demo coming along? That never fucking happened. Any narrow-mindedness with Extreme Metal for having a female drummer? Yeah, that's quite a long interview, but I suppose it's yeah. There's a compilation review, one of my compilations that I put out. Cold, Grey and Dead. There's me. That's a picture of me from one Halloween party where I dressed up as a zombie. I used it as the cover for my Cold, Grey and Dead series of compilation tapes. Ash Immortality. That's Ian Arkley. He started off Seventh Angel, did Ash Immortality, then he went on to My Silent Wake. All good bands. We actually played a gig, Paradox. We did a gig with Ash Immortality. Here's a review of our really early demo. That was a freebie that we gave away. This was one only done on a what do you call it? A 4-track home studio kind of thing with a drum machine. Yeah. So was not great by any means. Never did get around to re-recording it. Never mind. Paul, our later guitarist, he kept saying he's going to re-record all the stuff, and I think he did some drum tracks for it. I think he did the guitar stuff for it, but he never got me in to do anything. I think he's just doing whatever he's doing now. Didn't even contact me about because normally we were doing gigs every 5 years on my birthday, and when it comes to 2024, when it should have been when it was my 55th birthday, he never got in touch about doing a gig, so we never did one. To be honest, I could have got in touch with him, obviously, but this is an Irish. Is it Northern? No, it's not. It's some Spennymoor, so County Durham. I read that wrong at distance. That's us up north. Don't know why they only went with one staple. It's danger of falling apart. Right, I'm just going to show you, what is that? I learned the word on my show this week for what the, right, so you got a folio, which is a page, and there's different, is it recto? I think means the right hand side as you're opening a page. So I learned that because it was on my Patreon podcast. I was doing a numbers themed show, and it was something like folio recto 159 or something like that, and it was referring to a page from an old biblical text where what was it? Codex Gigas. Codex Gigas had the on that page is a large picture of Satan apparently on that page, and that's what the song was referring to. Check out my podcast, by the way, and if you want to listen to my Patreon exclusives, sign up to my Patreon, of course. The links are in the blog. They're down below in the description, which will lead you to my blog, probably. Yeah, sign up to my Patreon if you want to get an extra exclusive Patreon special themed show from High Speed Hangover Podcast. Morstis. Let's just flick through it quickly. Solstice interview. It's not bad. A bit weird having just the one staple in it. I reckon that was an error though. I don't think that was an intentional, I wouldn't imagine it was an intentional thing. I think that's probably just something that happened. But there's no sign of it being another hole, and it is right up in the corner. So maybe there was like, yeah, one staple's enough. Dark Age fanzine. I don't know if there was any more issues of that. Oopsie daisy. Oh god, I've got fanzines all over the floor now. Right, so here's Wild Rags news update. Mainly a catalogue really, so you could order crap off there. Not crap, obviously, good metal stuff, but I was just, yeah, I wasn't disparaging their output, but yeah, I can't bother to flick through that. It's just a catalogue, pretty much. News update about Angel Kill. I think I've got one of those Angel Kill demos at least. Right, let's not try and concentrate too much on the art on this one because it's like woman giving birth there. This is, yeah, it's quite old school cut and paste flyers, cut and paste over the top of it. Lots of like sick news stuff and sick pictures and flyers thrown in there. Desecration interview. I think it's all death metal and grind, I would imagine. What's that? Solstice Fire, is that? Soils of Fate, sorry. Soils of Fate. Oh, that's Blake's with his head chopped up. Nasty. Brutal Insanity. Yeah, some stuff cut out from newspapers. Gore rotted interview, flyer. Vomit remnants. Yeah, lots of nasty pictures. Christian. Bunch of flyers all thrown in there. Vaginal vomit lives up to its name, I suppose. Yes. Alright, and then just a couple of my fanzines that are in here for, probably that one's because it's got stored on by the looks of it. Yeah, this is what's this, issue 4. This is back when we're still using the word processor. Before that, it was even worse. We were using the typewriter on the very first one. Look, there's blank pages. That's why this was in there probably. Neuropath, Australian band. These guys went on to do a podcast called School of Heavy Metal, something like that. Or something, I can't remember now. It's going through the history of heavy metal, like year by year. It's really quite cool, actually. Check that out if you get a chance. Vehemence, Natron. I mentioned some of these bands when I was looking through my demos. Torture Through Memory, Gomorrah. They were a good UK death metal band back in the day. Same with Nightmare Visions. Good death metal band back in the day. Ebony Lake. That Nightmare Visions, I believe used the wrong word. I used a word thinking it meant something else, and it meant something completely different, which was made it really fucking shit. I was trying to say thanks for the really long, protracted, informative answers, and I used a word that meant fucking delaying and not fucking doing it on time by accident. I think it wasn't in the question, it was just in the intro to the actual interview, and it made it sound like I was saying they fucking dragged their heels getting the questions in. I was trying to say that you went into good long depth kind of thing. This might be the first Gorotted interview in what's this? In the traditional metal spirit of nepotism, I decided to do this interview with Gorotted. Jay, one of the two singers, is 1/3 of the Braindead Club. If I'm the brain and Linz is the heart of the Braindead Club, then Jason is its arse. Their other singer, Graham, shares not only the same name as I, but also a passion for the mighty West Ham United FC. He, my brother Grant, and I are a permanent fixture in the Bobby Moore lower stand. Yeah. Guitarist Tim is also my drummer Joe's current paramour, and they're married now, so yeah, that went well. Yeah. Anyway, so that may be one of the first interviews. Did I do it with Tim? I think I did it with Jeremy, didn't I? I can't remember now. Yeah, so I was chatting to Jeremy. It's interesting. I didn't really know Jeremy that well. I don't know why he got the questions. I'm not sure what happened there. I felt I might have just given him a fucking sheet and let him decide who was going to answer. Anyways, various reviews. This was back when I was doing five cups of tea was the highest mark you could get when you was absolutely my taster. 5 cups of tea for intestine battleism and anatomy of the beast. I scored that quite highly. Malaya Rage, Death Valley Dream 4. Lake of Tears 3. Necrophobic Dark Side only got 3. That's interesting. Why are they only giving 3? That's quite a low score, really, which is actually quite nice things about them. Theatre Tragedy 4. Velvet Darkness They Fear. Beyond Fear, Haunted by Visions of a Third Atrocity, that got 4. 4 for Forbidden's Green. 3 for Intense. Nightmare Visions got 4. Jag Panzer got 3. It's weird, not really my cup of tea. Crystal Age 4. Interesting. Only 3 for Contains No Holy Additives compilation by God Riazine and Unknown Territory. Why did I only get 3? Maybe there's a couple of bands on there which I thought were a bit shit. Who knows? 5 for Size Hail Horror Hail. 4.5 for Entwined. 4 for Neuropath. 4 for Excess of Cruelty. 3.5 for As She Screams. It wasn't really a comment on there how good the band were or how well they played their instruments or anything. It was just literally if I liked it or not. My cup of tea, just that. You know, everyone's got their own taste of what really floats their boat. But Venusian and Death Cell got 0 because they were just, yeah. Anyway, and then I've got 2 copies of this one. But I think I've shown this before, one of the previous ones. Look how handsome I am. This is pre-beard. November 1999. Abominant. That's the guy from Deathgasm Records. Kentucky Fried Death Metal. No, it's not. I'm getting confused. Ignore that. Abominant is a Kentucky band. Yeah, of course it says there for Kentucky. A Volks. I took it with a Volks for some reason. A Volkster from fuck knows. Georgia. Fuck me. Why is my brain being a brain today? What's that? Atlanta, Georgia. Right, Brutal Insanity. That was Tim, their guitarist. This is John. John, drummer of Brutal Insanity. If the drummer doesn't pay off, it could always audition as a model for gay porno mags. Hot and sweaty, just the way I like them. Yeah, that's Steve from Seventh Child. Crawl Space. There's Jason, Mr. Gore, and Carcass Fella. He's married to a lady that used to be on the London scene, a young Thrasher lady. He's now more of a old school heavy metal hard rock kind of lass. They're married now. She does some DJing. Crawl Space, my mate Steve Top. Used to chat to him a lot on Facebook. He's not been active on there. Dreamsphere, good band, enjoyed that. There's my Kentucky Fried Classifiers. I decided to use John's picture in a Gay Connections parody. Oh dear. I did some silly stuff. Another blank page for some reason. The Enchanted, Magic, Paganism and $50 blowjobs. So 50 quid blowjobs. Reign of Erebus. Still mates with Scott on Facebook. Every now and again there'll be a chat along the way. Tales from the Grey Side. This was like basically a running kind of stupid story kind of thing that I would do in the fanzine. Yes. Full of Hate is hey, amazing! Oh no, Fluffy Offalstench of Gone Rotted has lost his hilarious Barnet whilst headbanging too frenziedly. Which path must he go down to find it? Well, it amused me anyway. There's a caption competition. So that was the winner from the last competition. I'm just having a quick slash. And I think this is the new competition. That was me on holiday, sucking on a cocktail. Yeah. In Lanzarote, that was. Right, Morose. Archie and the Gnome, our ongoing story that we sometimes put in there because we're idiots. Don't ask me why. Right, on this next page, Seamus O'Hooligan from TBSC has got his bollocks out. There's Rob Filth. I've been chatting to him a lot on Facebook. He's got a new comic that he's brought out, an AI sort of comic called Kimber Goth. And we've been chatting a lot on there because I'm a big comic book guy. And yeah, apparently he's going to use my image in his third issue if it ever comes to fruition, because he's not getting many sales, so he might just not bother. Which would be a shame because it means I won't get to be in a comic book. Right, Tea and Sympathy, that's my reviews as you've already seen, but I've changed the markings now. I think I lost the little cup of tea emoji that I was using, so I still got it there. So why have I done that? I don't know. I've changed it from 5 to 10 out of cups of tea. So In the Woods I only got 3. I wasn't a fan of In the Woods. Dimmelborg gets 7. News from Nuclear Blast got 8. Under the Ivy of Ifamar by Extra Courty got 9. So look, what have we got here? They've got only 3 for some band called Allison. Manowar Hell on Stage Live got 6. Burzum only got 2, not my cup of tea. February 93 got 7. Dream Child 2. Amorphous 5. Narnia 4. Yeah, I got sent some shit obviously. Dismal Euphony, All Little Devils got 9. Dodd Heimsgard only got 4. Don't like a cup of tea, that one. Dreamsphere got 9. Guarf got 3. In Extremo got 8. War Dog got 7. Interesting, to me interesting. Mortician. Ebony Lake got 10. I did say I like that Ebony Lake album, didn't I? Well, in a previous video. Earth Tone 9, 3. Couldn't fucking stand them. Mortician got 8. Centenex, Bloodfawn, Sepsism, Golgotha, they got 8. Archenie got 10. That's quite high. I'm surprised I gave him a 10. Don't know so much into that one for. It certainly doesn't really not live long in the memory. I don't remember much about it now. Stall in a Teacup. That's reviews of compilations. Demos. The Best of the Underground. Okay. Metal Rules. That's just obviously some fancy literary reviews. So you got zine reviews. Metal Rules issue 2 got 7. Megan Gill got 9. Disentombed only got 4. A minuscule Christian zine here. So this has been a lot of like 4 out of 10 for Friend of the Devil 11. That's weird. Wonder why I scored that so low. That's not unusual. Yeah, anyway, that's enough of that bollocks. The Christian metal scene. I'll show you that picture